Hello, Madfest. Hopefully you can hear me. So I've been tasked today with trying to run a fireside chat on data brought from Lotume's UK market research. So not a small feat, especially just before lunchtime, but we'll do what we can do. Terry, are you up for this? Yeah.
No?
Oh, not sure. He's on mute.
No.
No.
Yes.
We can.
There we go.
Great.
See?
Great. Well, there you go. A real life mute on stage. It's like
Yes.
Zoom comes to the stage.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's jump in. So Terry, like you're up for the challenge. Can we make this less boring in 15 minutes?
I wore a flowery shirt for it.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. So look, Terry, our research shows basically that nearly 100% of agencies and marketers still say they have challenges with their first-party data. And although, we've seen innovation move very quickly, I'm not sure this is ever going to be a stat where, no one has problems with their data. But from your unique perspective as a publisher, how are you helping your customers, the agencies and the brands, really maximize the potential of their data?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges with data is that we all have first-party data. We all have really important data, and it's our kind of gold dust. And the first conversation is all about how we're going to use it together. I think that's the key thing, because if you talk of, oh, I want to use your data and use the word your all the time, I think that makes people nervous about handing that over.
Yeah. How do you do that in a safe way?
Well, I think again it comes back to the infrastructure, and again that's where you have to make it less boring. Infrastructure is boring.
We're going to start talking tech.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not. But yeah, I think I think it's making people feel comfortable where they're putting it, and then it's about talking about what you're going to do with it, and that's kind of how you make it kind of work.
Yeah. And are there particular things that you would sort of help the clients with to get that engagement of those large audiences? Like from Reach, you've got massive reach across the UK. Does that play a factor, or is it really about trying to drill into the granularity?
No, I think again it's about being transparent with each other about what data you've got.
Yeah.
We had a client that had really rich data about the users. We knew that some of them were football fans in certain locations, so then we used that.
Yeah.
So we enrich their data, and again, it's all about what you can help with each other in a partnership.
Yeah, that's great. And another stat that I found that was really, really interesting, especially coming from an organisation that basically prides itself on sort of data sourcing and partnerships. 60% of UK agencies and marketers state that they still struggle to find the right sources of data and the right partners. How would you sort of go around sort of helping your customers, identify what the right data sets are for the use cases?
Yeah, I think again it comes back to the partnership. So you look at what the outcome is, and then when you know the outcome, that's where you go, well, I need these 5 bits of data to make that up. And again, for all of you guys that have got niche data, there'll be really specific use cases for that. So it's all about the solution and kind of what you want to achieve.
Okay, and let's touch on that niche data a little bit, because part of challenges sort of cited by agencies in our research is they struggle to find sources of modelling and how they can use AI to expand that. What are you doing at Reach to sort of help with those sort of seed sets and make sense of that across your readership?
Yeah, and look, I think that's a good point. We had a partnership that they had millions of data on their side, and we had millions on our side, and actually the match wasn't massive. And that's because we kind of accelerated to like stage, what I call kind of tier 3 of really specific. Actually what we did then, we rolled it back and went, okay, let's look at a broader point of their matching users. Then we built in, okay, they're interested in this match and they're interested in this, so we built it out that way, and we got to kind of tier 2, and then the scale started to go down. So it's about working, kind of building up, not always just going straight to the specific niche bit.
Okay. And would you have some examples? I think in the past, we've had many chats over gin and tonic, sort of noodling some of these things. You know, I particularly liked when you were talking about like the bad backs. You know, for mattresses and stuff. You know, it's about thinking out of the box a little bit.
Yeah, look, it's about kind of, again, I call it kind of life segments. Like when you move house, you look at furniture, you look at moving, like the mover companies, but actually a lot of people change their mattress or stuff like that, and that's kind of, it's looking at that, not just targeting top 10 mattresses.
Or people in market.
People in market for a mattress. Is actually putting it in the right position and context. So, like, again, we did a good one during COVID with BMW. For us, it was kind of like highlighting people that were interested in that, but then we looked at negative sentiment around COVID and job loss, and then we sort of tweaked the segment to make sure that people were still in the market. So stuff like that, thinking about what them events are. And a good example was I was speaking to an agency person the other day, and she just got married. And she was like, I'm fed up with getting this wedding dress just chucked in my face. And it was like, okay, and she's already married, right? She's sort of looking forward.
Looking to sell one.
Exactly, So it was a case of like, that we need to get better at that, and that's how we become less boring.
Okay, and is that working closer with the brands and the agencies to sort of get that feedback loop?
Yeah, I think the challenge is obviously we all as data managers kind of understand what our kind of core audience is. I think it's about programmatic, and that digital advertising gives you that chance to test other audiences. So test them small but at scale, and then build them out. That's really interesting. It's just taking a step back and looking at slightly different context to the challenge, and then having that cooperation with your buyers. Yeah, and just giving them insights back. That half of the battle is that the transparency doesn't kind of flow during the process. So we should always work as a partnership. It should never be kind of them and A.
Yeah, and I think that touches actually nicely on the next part of our research, where and I think this come very much sort of post the cookie apocalypse. You know, sort of that we must get more first-party data, and how do we generate that? But I think it's fair to say that's not easy to do. You know, to get more first-party data, you need to get more eyeballs on content, and or more people registered and filling out forms and stuff. But you know, a big part, 7 out of 10 agencies say that has been a challenge with them, and I think it's that cross between of brands sort of allowing their first-party data assets to be used a little bit more, and maybe transferred into the buyers a little bit more. How do you go about in terms of supporting the agencies with that pressure of we need to do more with the customer's first-party data, but there's still that concern a little bit of losing control?
Yeah, and look, that comes back to the kind of the job as kind of the partnership is making sure that it's not just, again, taking data and using, like, because some brands here today and elsewhere will have such good first-party data.
100%.
And essentially, we've got to value that way.
Yeah.
We've got to look at that way, work with them on it, but then also say what we can bring to it. And so often we go, we want your data, but actually there's no exchange the other way. So it's similar. It's the same for publishers. We've got first-party data that's really valuable, and some people go, I just want that, and you're like, well, what's the value exchange? So working on that value exchange together will help us kind of feel more safe and more open to sharing that data.
And the value exchange is one bit, but also like having that sort of layer of data security, to feel that, okay, I have let access to my data, but it's in a controlled environment.
Yeah, and look, I think that, again, that comes back to the point of, I think in the 3 years ago, there would have been discussions about whose system to use, all that kind of stuff. As we go further and further into technology now, we can actually decouple it away from the systems and actually share it in a common space.
Okay.
And I think that's what we need to discuss is kind of, it's not lifting and shifting anymore, it's using AI to look at that, look it up and pass it rather than shift and shift.
And Terry, like in your new role where you're looking after both product and sort of data, infrastructure and compliance and stuff, how does that benefit? How do you bring all of that together to really drive results for a news corporation?
Yeah, look, I think it comes back to the kind of the outcomes. You identify 10 really valuable outcomes, and then you look at the data sets you've got and say, look, actually, I don't need them ones quite yet. I've got them ones, and that's what we're doing now. Is looking at them outcomes and using that.
So sometimes having too much data is not the answer.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, look, and you've got the data has to be valuable.
Yeah.
Don't collect data for the sake of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we get to the point of that's where you get in sort of different dilutions of first-party data.
Yeah. So it comes back to the use case. Understand what you're trying to achieve with that data.
Yeah, the outcome is
and
the
then
thing.
go and collect the right data for that.
Yeah, the outcome is the main thing that you need to do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And if you had a client in front of you today, like where do I start? How can I start working more efficient with Reach? Well, what do you need from me? Like, I've got this data. How can we work together to best sort of position it to drive the right outcomes?
Yeah. So all of the conversations start with us listening and chatting together.
Yeah.
We consult on kind of what's the outcome they need, what's the outcome we need, what data sets do they have, what value do they give them? Because again, if they value them really strongly, it might be harder to do that. Then once you've done that and you've got that outcome that you both want and that joint outcome, because there might be outcomes that you both want but they don't match.
Yeah.
That joint outcome is kind of the piece, and then you build out, and it's similar to anything in commercial or editorial.
Yeah.
You're building out that kind of brain scan of like this is what we're doing, and spidergram, and kind of looking at what we're doing and what data feeds what.
Yeah. And I think you touched on there, and it's a bit of a personal bugbear of mine that we put labels on stuff quite a lot. First-party data, second-party data, third-party data, zero-party data, and we kind of attach sort of most sort of market value as a whole. Third-party data is not as good as first-party data, etc. Second-party data, for me, I think it's very much it's the right data set for the right use case. And so how do you sort of approach that from a business in terms of making sure that the right data sets get applied for that use case?
Yeah, I think it's about, again, being clear on what data set. Like, I agree with you. A contextual data set can be as good as a signed-in user data set based on what it is.
Yeah.
And a prime example of like the wedding dress, like showing that based on the fact that they've looked at it 30 days ago. Yeah. That shows no value, but that's classed as first-party data.
That's true.
So again, it's about grabbing that value and going, actually, in context, this context is far more valuable than first party. And again, I don't think you have to even, the labels kind of confuse me a bit, right? So it's kind of, from my point, it's like, what is the data that really makes a difference? Yeah. And that's what we should focus on. Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. I think we're coming up to time. I don't know if we have any questions. So just to wrap, Terry, like what is the one, if you had to leave the audience today with one actionable piece of advice, what would that be? I think either stand next to a whiteboard or get a notepad, look at your data sets and go. So we're going old school. Yeah, go old school. Yeah, less boring. Get boring. The notepad out. Get the markers out. Yeah, exactly. And then just look at what the outcome you want as a business, and then make that outcome fit into your kind of data sets. Not make the data fit into your outcome, because that's the challenge. Is you will always look at data sets, and people around the business might value that differently, but if you look at the outcome and go, oh, that's what I need, that's where the real kind of impact happens. It sounds good. Well, Terry, it's always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Love talking shop, and thanks for joining us today. And thank you, everyone else, for spending some time listening to us. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Thank you. Right.